Hi, the TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. I'm going to shuffle on camera because people lack discernment of knowing who's a real reader or not. So here, me shuffling on camera so you can see the same messages that you would see if I wasn't shuffling on camera because you're an impotent. Alright, may God the Creator bless us, may God the Redeemer heal us, may God the Holy Spirit enlighten us, give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God, feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, and grace watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Alright. Yeah, that's what I need right now. Warm aura. Something I'm ferociously lacking right now, because I'm getting so tired of people who are literally like, their essence means almost nothing. They may be readers, they may not be readers, and for some reason they want to come for me. Like, my power is just so wow. It's like, you really want karma, and it's like, I'm so tired of giving karma to people because you all lack the discernment to really know what's true and what's not. Like, you had your whole life to teach yourself how to see a fact and how to see fiction, and for some reason you guys are just still stupid. So, you know, no problem, let me show you in your face so you can still not believe me. All right, so we have someone who's a Virgo here. This reading is specifically for Virgos. Most likely the reader I'm talking to right now is probably a Virgo, has Virgo highly aspect in her chart because she is a narcissist and swears she is some kind of perfection, but the divine and my guides all know that she's not, and it's really sad. But she is a family member of someone, okay, or she's family to someone in African communities. The person I'm speaking on, she is most likely African based on how she sounds and how she looks, but not trying to be stereotypical. It's just obvious. If I saw a vanilla person walking down the street speaking properly, I would be like, you're white. I mean, it's just very simple. But anyway, so this Virgo energy has a warm and modest approach to life, and their sacral chakra is activated. Honestly speaking, I feel like this mediumship who is super skinny, this is not even describing the energies, block chakras, of some Italian descent, needing a sense of humility or embarrassment. They act gullible and shy, but really they're mentally delayed and they need braces. Okay, so I can tell this right here is definitely speaking on my energy, because I was definitely moved the wrong way right before this reading. So I'm just gonna put this over here because it's basically telling me that I need to reapproach how I am discussing this, because even though my energy is definitely necessary here, dilated eyes, chocolate American, okay, so doesn't mean that, you know, the rest of the people who are also listening to this reading need to hear that. Okay, so professor or grad, there's some kind of professor or grad after the witching hour who wants to do something, someone who has some kind of sports subscription, or they enjoy sports, or they subscribe to sports. And what that means is that they could like go and watch sports, like if there's like a little league game, or if there's like a basketball game that's at the park and you want to go to the park and watch it. That's what I mean, like they subscribe to sports. They're avid watchers of sports. Okay, so this Virgo is really toying with someone who is skinny, has medium length hair, their sacral chakra is activated, they're excessively modest. So even though their sacral chakra is activated, they don't use it in a promiscuous way. They use it in a way to create and to build and to grow, right? And generally they have a warm aura, but we can tell already this is two different energies that are a part of this reading. Why? Because for someone who is modest and pure, you don't really need to be embarrassed, right? Why? Because you take humility on the chin, right? You can only be embarrassed if you lack humility. If you can't laugh at yourself, that's the only way you can be embarrassed. And for this energy over here, being modest and pure, there's no need to be put in a situation to see whether or not you are humble. They are automatically humble. So this Virgo needs to practice more humility. And with that humility, they need braces. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they have to fix their teeth, right? It definitely can mean that their personal power that is attached to the 3D, the physical world, needs refocusing, okay? They needs realignment, because the way that they are pushing their power, the way that they're showing or executing their power, is actually taking away from the collective and taking away from their own prosperity. I know, because personally, I did not enjoy how that reader spoke on what she spoke on, and I automatically gave her karma, because you're not going to be sitting here telling my collective, because we're a part of the same collective, you ain't going to be telling my collective no shit and then talking about, oh, this is what the divine told me. No, I know the divine, and the divine didn't tell you that. All right, refocus your power. The divine did not tell you that. Okay, and justice will be served for this individual who swear they so high and mighty. Trust and believe karma on a Wednesday, because you have your training wheels on and you didn't realize that you had your training wheels on. Okay, your royal status revoked because you're basically trash. Okay, and whatever connection you have to this Aquarius, who may be a guy or boy, something that happened in December a month, just know your blessings were denied. The only magnetic and attractive energy here is this energy that's over here. We don't even, in the irony of it, we don't even know what this energy is or who this energy is, right? But you sure as hell gonna find out on the evening or night, most likely a Monday evening, because you're gonna see how attractive this boss lady, and I'm gonna call her a boss lady because she's curvy over here, but that the curviness may not mean her physical shape. Like, the curviness can mean that she goes in flow, she's adaptable, and she's able to kind of maneuver around things, right? Okay, so we have some overly confident energy with a computer, a Mac IP address. So maybe they are working on the computer or need a new computer, but there's some delay of income, right? And because of all of this, they're having suicidal thoughts because they feel like they can't get their life into alignment. Well, sorry, you deserve karma, since you want to speak shit out into the universe, and people like me won't let that slide. Okay, you can say that mess in your mind, but you say it out loud, oh well, now you deserve karma. Okay, so now this person who has these suicidal thoughts, and I'm the type of person that's like, all life matters, but again, if you are over here pushing so much negativity, your life really does not matter that much, and I'll be the first one to tell you, your life does not matter. We are all ants out here. Your life don't matter like that. It doesn't. You could be born again in 2.5 seconds and then redo everything so you can get it right. Your life does not matter that much. Is what you do with your life. Okay, so now that this person is having these suicidal ideations, they're moving away from spirit, they're moving away from the divine, and it's causing them to be stiff. Now, stiffness in the joints, stiffness in the body can be indicative of demonic possession. It could be indicative of demonic energies around you, negative or low vibrational energies around you, because they're feeding off of you. And while they're feeding off of your energy, your muscles and stuff feel like they're atrophying. They feel like they're decaying, right? So you in a sense get stiff, right? But what are you being called to do? You're being called to see the signs and synchronicities, see the stiffness in your body. What does that stiffness mean? What area of the body? What can that symbolize? And so you can put yourself right back on the ideal path of the collective, not whatever narcissistic path you seem to be on over here, okay? Y'all can unsubscribe. I honestly don't fucking care. I really don't care. Someone needs full body healing, and I'm pretty sure it's this Virgo. If you watch more videos, your subscribe would actually matter to me. Anyway, so there's something happening on an evening or night this upcoming Friday, maybe near a garage or tool shed, maybe someone being selectively seductive, an LGBT member, an ally. Okay, so they know a member very closely, but they're an ally to that member. So if you ask them if they're a part of the community, they will aggressively tell you that they're not. But because they spend so much time with the community, you basically don't believe them, okay? And you can be shown that you shouldn't believe them because there's going to be some kind of unplanned venture that is going to lead into some fake phony sex. Okay, for someone who's not a part of the community, you acting like the community now, and this is all for material abundance. Okay, so you want to sit there and be a little hooker whore with someone that's part of the LGBT committee while you're sitting here playing horse. Well, this Tower moment is going to really shine a light on all of the treachery and secrets that you've been hoarding, to kind of separate yourself from your true authenticity, okay? Because the mask you have on is not your authenticity. And just know that the highest vibrational spirits are pushing this dynamic. They're pushing this Tower moment. So please, I would say proceed with caution, but the only people that need to proceed with caution here are those that might fall victim to this Virgo, acting the way that they're acting. Because at the end of the day, they need this rebirth. They need this purging of toxins. And honestly, that might mean they need to see how terrible of a person they actually are, so that they can be better. Because most narcissists really believe that they're amazing, and it's so sad. But at the end of the day, this best or favorite friend energy, and this master bedroom energy, which is basically like starting your family, who you want to start your family with, who do you want to kind of mirror you, or who do you want to kind of show the world what you're capable of, type of thing. And it's this best or favorite friend that I'm guessing that's on this side. That's who this best or favorite friend, this skinny individual. But again, you have to be in alignment with this magnetic and attractive energy. All of this mess, you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment, okay? You need to seek independence, and you need to call on Baset to see if there's a bit of offering you can give to kind of alleviate subtle demonic attachments, so that you can have enough energy to be a good person. Because right now you're being attacked so much that you can't even go out and do right. I mean, personally, if I was going through what you were going through, I would have such an attitude. So read the Bible, so you don't have to constantly reap havoc for your delay. Like, you're mentally not there. You need to mature, or you need to just open yourself up to more information. Like, at this point, it's like you're acting like a professor or grad, when in actuality that's what you need to seek in order for the information you give to hold weight, okay? And the way people treat my readings all the time, like my information don't hold weight, yet I could read y'all a predictable cycle, like I read y'all like a book, is really, really very much a joke. And I'm sensing like this Virgo may have gray hair. This could be indicative of age, or this could mean like their mask is, or their mask is showing that they are much more wise or mature than they actually are. Like, they wear a gray wig so people can view them as wisdom filled, when in actuality, like, they need to dye their hair blonde. And again, I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but I mean, if their chakras are blocked, I would have to block a few of my chakras in order to align in frequency to even offer this message. So I can tell firsthand, even though the sacral chakra is open over here, you can see the emotional tie, the romantic tie between these energies. I'm sensing more like the heart chakra is blocked, so they don't really know why they are attracted to any energy. Their crown chakra is blocked because they can't see that they're mentally delayed. Their root chakra is blocked, and you can tell the root chakra is blocked because the sacral chakra is at the forefront. When you're going into anything, you want to make sure that there is a proper foundation before you create. So that means that your root chakra has to be open and thriving in order for your sacral chakra to even be a thought, since it is the second chakra. But a predictable cycle with this Virgo. They seem to need to listen to the intuition and stop feeding off of people energetically. Vulture, vampire, however you want to see this word, but they need to be more adaptable and cautious with themselves. And the way that they can caution themselves is using their intuition if their third eye chakra wasn't blocked. So it seems like the only unblocked chakra here is their sacral. And because their sacral is unblocked, it seems like their solar plexus is not fully blocked, which is good. Alright, there might be some police involvement with a Taurus because of a web that was spun for them. right? But they end up being slump on this. Like, they don't know very much about it. If anything, they're kind of sailing away in the shadows. They're not really like, because when you think of a Warriors, you think of someone, an animal that is kind of showy. They look like a multitude of other animals. They're very large. They don't seem like they can get much done. But with it in reverse, the capability of this energy is vast. It just doesn't look like it's vast. Okay, so it's like the Grim Reaper's coming, you know, something with a swimming pool, intruder alert. Okay, and your ideal self will be unlocked. Okay, so yikes, practice makes permanent. But just know whatever straight bullshit is going to reap karma in a way of colon health. Okay, so this is a masculine. Just know that your sacral chakra being overly utilized is going to cause most likely colon cancer. All right, so you know, pay attention to that, because if it doesn't cause colon cancer, your promiscuity or your mentally dilapidation is going to require the police to kind of investigate what's happening, because seeds are being planted in a garden that is not fruitful. It's not meant for that. Okay, but again, there's this slumped energy because this Virgo is being wiretapped. All right. Yep. And this mediumship is most likely talking about me giving the information, because this is not my energy at all. Anyone who ever listens to my readings, they know that this is not my energy. Okay, and there was a card that said justice will be served, but right now this Libra is in reverse, and this lavender vibe is here, right? This arrested development is here. What does this mean? This means that we are in the processes and the stages. If the police is wiretapping an energy and this energy is somewhat divine, we can see why the injustice is there, right? Because a chosen energy doesn't deserve whatever criminal activity is happening here, this arrested development. Unfortunately, what I'm sensing is this Virgo is planting seeds in a garden, right? This lavender vibe that is over here, this magnetic and attractive vibe that's over here. They're kind of playing doppelganger. And it's causing the injustice because they're playing in the energy of someone that is pure and magnetic. But at the end of the day, if this is not just spiritual or physically, they'll be arrested. Because at the end of the day, all of the treachery that they are pushing out into the universe is being, again, listened to by government officials. Okay, some grounding needs to take place. Maybe this individual is brown, or maybe you have to beware that there will be some kind of racial issue because of the color of your skin. Okay, so you're not only getting one simple problem here, you're getting a compacted problem. Okay, so it's like, it's best to learn your lesson. And see, that bigot or racist card came out. It's better to learn your lesson instead of playing over bad scenarios in your mind on repeat, because in actuality you're going to play those out in real life and you're not going to be able to redeem yourself with this stunning and gorgeous energy that's magnetic and attractive over here. Okay, so Virgos, I wish you all the best. I'll see you soon. Until the next.